One, I've gotten a number of questions on the concept of social nationalism. And I want to make this very, very simple. When I talk about nationalism, I am not talking about the state. But, when you read the secular literature on this topic, and I've read this stuff until it's coming out of my pores, normally, you talk about nationalism, they're talking about some sort of civic unity that's not based on anything other than the fact that people pay taxes to the same place. It's an absolutely nonsensical, it's an understanding of nationalism that means absolutely nothing. When I talk about nationalism, I'm talking about a number of things. Number one, I'm talking about cultural continuity and cultural connection. And this is usually mediated by language, and is usually mediated by a sense of family connection. That as Armenians or as Ukrainians or whatever, we have all been through the same sufferings, the same attacks, the same kinds of foreign occupation, the same kind of humiliation, and as a result of these sufferings, we have reacted. We have created a family unit that is capable of fighting back. We share these sufferings and we build on these sufferings to create a cultural unity. So, that's when I use the word nationalism, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the state. I'm not talking about the nature of your DNA. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about these kind of cultural connections. Now, the social part of social nationalism has to do with economics. And that is the idea that I am a firm believer in distributivism. That is to say that the land should be distributed to those who actually till it, that industrial enterprises should be as small as possible relative to the industry, and should be run by the workers themselves in some kind of mutual arrangement with management. So it is certainly a socialism of sorts, one that accepts the free market in the true sense of the word, but that the entities in this free market are not what in capitalist societies are in fact command economies. And that's what modern corporations are. They are states within states. And as people like Bill Gates have proven, and this has happened before and it will happen again, they are more powerful than the state. So the concept of social nationalism is a deeply cultural, deeply egalitarian idea of what is essentially a labor peasant nationalist society. Whether it is a republic or a monarchy is not of particular importance, so long as all segments of that society are properly represented at one form or another. And in addition, that local authority is prominent. This is something that the Russian monarchy, I think, is very underestimated for, in that the Russian monarchy had a very strong local democracy through the commune, and then what we would call the county or the zemstva level of what is a great degree of local autonomy and local representation. And so that complex of ideas is what I mean by social nationalism.